Hey everyone, welcome to Garage Talk. As always, I'm Conrad. Let's go.
Ted, time to rock and roll.
Hey Teddy, today in the garage we have with us
Dailey.
Yeah. It's real like that, Jenny.
That's funny.
Do you? Good. I mean, that's kind of what you want out of a bartender, right? Is to do the best
Absolutely.
they can. And
You don't want no lame duck.
heck no, you don't. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I work at the Mississinewa Cigar Company.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a rock star. Blake's my boy. I got a grandbaby on the way.
Yep.
Yeah, life is good.
You're a grandma.
I'm going to be a grandma.
You're
October. Blake and Nicole.
Did you ever think that was gonna be a thing?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's cool.
He's in love. She's in love. They're married. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of Blake, you know, that's another former Mississinewa superstar.
Yeah.
He's pretty awesome, wasn't he?
Yeah, Blake was a lot of fun to watch. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Don't you love that? Like,
Yeah, I miss it. I miss it though.
Do
I
you?
really do. I don't know any of the kids on the teams, but it was a lot of fun.
do you
It was
ever
a
go
lot
to
of
the games?
fun. I don't.
No.
No.
I go and I think about all the good times, like cheering my kid on.
Yeah.
It was nice while it lasted. I'll have a couple more go-arounds with that.
Nice. Lucky.
So-
Well, I'm gonna have a boy, grandbaby boy. So hopefully he'll play some football.
Perfect.
See what's next.
Sweet.
Conrad and I throw the football around every now and then, and he's always like, let's play two-hand touch. I'm like, no, you ain't touched me in two hands.
You played, didn't you?
He says you only need one.
You played, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
So, what got you into bartending?
You know what? It was back in '05.
Okay.
And it was a Sunday, and I got thrown in at 31 Club. And the place was packed, just packed. And it was chaos, normally like it was back in the day of the 31 Club. And I fell in love with it then. And I'm still doing it today.
You
It's
gotta be a
it's a
people
challenge.
You gotta be a people person.
Oh
You do,
yeah.
again.
You are.
Yeah, you don't need a lame duck back there, that's
You,
for
you
sure.
gotta keep your head on a swivel too. Ted, did you bartended, right? I did too.
I remember him bartending.
I bartended at the Star Cafe.
That was before my time, right before my time.
Yeah, I basically just gave people beers. Not
Really?
gave them, but yeah. I mean, I worked day shift there, and everybody.
And it was
that
only
came-
women, not women were allowed in there,
Well,
right?
yeah, when I was working there, they were. I mean, times had changed in the early or mid '90s, but most of the people that were in there, they just wanted to drink their Budweiser
Yeah.
quarts, like quarts of it. Yeah.
We don't have any like that. We don't do Budweiser.
Oh, you don't?
No, not
That's
at
the
the
king
lounge,
of beers.
No.
No, you do Modelo, right?
We do Modelo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we do.
I like Modelo. So,
And you do beer from the Gas City Brewery.
yeah.
The Gas City Brewery, yes. We carry theirs, and Bad Dad's in Fairmount. Yeah, both of them big hits. Yeah.
How'd you end up with Mississinewa Cigar Company?
How did I personally? Some previous people that had been there before me got me in there, and this is about 6 months, 5-6 months after they opened, and they hired me, and it was not like it is today. It has,
It's changed a lot.
wow, it's
mean-
changed a lot. Yeah,
I mean, the outdoor patio,
Yeah.
the TVs. I mean,
they've done a great job.
it was a cool place when it very first opened. I
Yeah.
mean, it was very much a niche market, right, Ted? I mean, where's another cigar lounge around here? I mean, Anderson?
You'd never thought
Yeah.
that would
And-
happen, and it's went off, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody loves it. I love it, and seems to be doing very well. Obviously, yeah.
And as you went along the way, now you're like giving suggestions on cigars.
Oh, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a whole nother world. When I first started there, I had no idea what you guys were talking about when it came to cigars, and I went in there, just educated myself, and would go in there and just research each cigar and just here I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I get
smoking?
more feedback from my customers. I've learned more from my customers than I have anything online or doing it, my research myself. Yeah, for sure, my customers.
Well, and speaking of the customers up there, I mean, that,
Phenomenal. It's a
unreal.
great,
Everybody's
it's a great
friendly.
group. Yeah. It's a great group.
there's usually always, one of the owners is usually always up there.
Yeah.
And that's,
I'll tell you what I get a kick out of, man. You walk in there and you can instantly get involved with the conversation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it could be like the most obscure, out of pocket conversation that you get involved with. It's humorous. Can we talk about that day that we came in there and you had a friend visiting?
Well, he wasn't my friend. He was a
Okay.
customer. the crazy little one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. I kind of brought the mics out and talked to him, and I instantly regretted it.
He was a little off the, yeah. And he's not the only individual, that I have dealt with like that in the past. I don't get them often, but you still got to treat them as a customer
Yeah.
up until, they get to a certain point, and it's like,
They crossed the line.
and I'll still treat him as a customer, the customer that has to go.
Yeah.
And I really don't get any flag back from doing that. He even tipped me when he left, after I asked him to leave.
Yeah.
So, give or take, with the job. And
Yeah.
but I haven't had anybody really retaliate, or they will leave. The younger guys that are coming in, they are so interested in the pipes and the cigar world. They're not even interested in the drinking. They want
Yeah.
they want to be educated on that. And I think us growing up, we would have never thought that something like this would.
No.
no, never.
It just didn't. It never crossed our minds because we didn't know.
Yep.
And it's great for all ages, And these guys, they're 21, 22, 23, and they know a lot about cigars or don't, and teaching them or them wanting to know is pretty cool. Pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
I never thought, I remember being a kid, there was like one or two people that I knew smoked a pipe. And I just thought it was something an old man did.
Yeah. Me too.
And now, like,
you got 25-year-olds doing it.
yeah, and they're waxing their mustache
Yeah.
and curling.
The pipes smell so good, though.
They do.
Oh,
do.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Now, okay, while we're on the subject of pipes, talk a little bit about the guy that comes up here and makes pipes and
Steve Hazelwood.
You got a guy that makes pipes?
Steve Hazelwood.
that
Yeah.
refurbishes them and stuff like
Yep.
that. And,
Yep.
Yeah.
He has his own thing going too. I believe it's called Southern Roots.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but
Okay.
yeah, he's a First 50 member.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
And
he-
he fixes broken ones too, because I broke two.
You broke. What'd you do?
I went to clean them and it
Oh.
slipped out and just dropped and busted on the floor. And
You ever smoke a pipe?
yeah, I've got one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Corn cob?
No.
No?
It's a nice one.
Is it?
Bob from the lounge, he got me hooked up, gave it
Mm-hmm.
to me, and taught me how to smoke it, and has cleaned it for me. He won't clean it for me anymore because he showed me how to do it. I have to do it myself, but
Okay.
he'll let me borrow his tobacco and stuff, back it for me with that. But yeah,
Is it a Sherlock Holmes looking?
it's not.
It's not?
I
Dude, that would
was
look
in
so
there
cool, though.
on a Saturday, and this guy, I shit you not, can I say that?
Yeah, you can say fuck shit.
And he
piss.
had this Sherlock Holmes pipe, and I looked back, and we were both like, it was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Shit you see in the movies, not
Yeah.
at the lounge.
Exactly.
But it was kind of cool. It was cool.
Exactly.
But yeah. Yeah. But back to that guy that
Yeah.
was causing the situation that night.
Yeah.
I feel like I nipped it in the butt really quick on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of threw me for a loop, the swastika.
I think he
and-
did both of you, really. Well, I know he did, and I didn't want to go back to that, really, but I just wanted to clear it up.
I was
but like you said, people like that up there, that's few and far between.
Yeah,
And
because,
I've seen you in action before, and when
Yeah.
I've heard you tell people said, I'm not serving you anymore.
Yeah. And I do watch your intake on alcohol.
Yeah.
If you're drinking and you're coming in, you're trying to slam your beers or slam your cocktails. I have to watch that. I monitor how much you're drinking and taking within so long. If it's a red flag, you know. I have to. That's my job.
Yeah.
But
It
you walk into
protects
the
you.
lounge and you walk. You know, most people would be like, and I did when I first walked in there. I was like, it's a lounge. It's not a bar.
Right.
And it took me a minute to get used to that. And this is what is picked up so big in Grant County is that place. And if it wasn't for Dennis, I wouldn't maintain it like I do because he taught me to, you know, this is what he wants and this is the way I want it. And so I do, you know, 10, 15 years ago, wouldn't have bothered me, you know. That's not this place. It's not, you know, other places. It's super chill. You know, respect, have etiquette, you know. You know, respect people's, you know, privacy and boundaries, you know. It is not the bar scene per se, but it's a lounge, you know. And it's from all ages, you know.
Yeah.
We don't do food. You can't smoke cigarettes. It's the law, you know. But it's a great time. Sometimes it's loud with the music and stuff, you know, there's so many people, but it's a great time. And other times it's very quiet. And if one person's getting a little too loud, then, you know, ask them to slow down a little bit, whatnot, and never had problems since. On any one of them.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's a vibe, man, when you go
It's
in
the
there.
vibe, yeah.
When you go in there, there's been a couple times me and Ted's went in there and just, you just kick back and relax and you can just, you don't feel judged.
And that's
You
the
don't,
atmosphere, yeah.
And everybody's nice, everybody's cordial. I don't think I've ever heard an argument when I was in there.
I haven't.
But,
No. That's like, you know, like kind of said, you know, times that him and I just went up there, it always ends up there's 3 or 4 of us together. That's just how friendly people are up there, and you just, whether they're starting a conversation with us or we start, it's usually us starting it with them.
yeah.
Because we like to run our mouths,
Oh.
but not in a bad way.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
locals that go in there. Yeah. And we have a lot of out-of-towners, a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And we welcome everybody.
There's been a lot of times I talk to people up there.
I was
Would
in-
be the one night we're trying to ask this guy, we're like, you're really the CIA, aren't you?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
had us going.
Yeah.
But-
That guy was special, to say the least. But anyway,
Yeah, but and like you said, okay, you don't serve food, but
You can bring it in.
Yeah.
You guys just had something
The event.
Saturday, the first time, right? What about that?
No, we haven't had it the first time. We have had the barbecue cook-off.
Right.
We've had food trucks out there before.
Okay.
I am not sure about the truck this time, maybe too hot to be out there, but the tent worked fine. He was busy all day long.
Yep.
We are going to have them again, most definitely. Yeah, they were awesome. Rafiki's, yeah,
Yep.
they did excellent job. I ate there twice that day.
Actually, I think
I got 2
trays.
the guy and his wife, didn't he the chaplain at the Grant County Jail? I think he's got something to do with that. John Pearson.
Yes, I believe that too. Yes, yeah.
But like I said, you guys do a lot of stuff for the community.
Dennis does, yeah. Dennis gets it running and we follow. We do what we can for him. Yeah. He does. He contributes back to the city and to the community. He's a very good guy.
No, and that's when you say the majority of the small business owners in this town do that.
Yeah.
Almost all
Oh,
of them,
yeah.
They're really good at
Yeah,
giving back and
oh yeah.
doing it behind the scenes.
yeah.
Which, it's nice. It's this community.
Because they care.
They
really
do
do.
care. Yeah.
Yeah.
They really do care.
Yeah.
And they donate and, try to hold events to, get things running and give back, and that's great.
Yeah. And speaking of, you having a cook-off event, we're about to have an event up there, August
Yeah.
16th. August 16th.
I'm really excited about that.
Me too. I was in there today, talking to Bob. A guy came in. I've never seen him before in my life. I'm like, hey, dude, mark your calendar. Be ready. Get you a team. August 16th. Teddy's got some questions.
We're gonna stump some people.
Yeah, that's Teddy's. It's
So
not,
what's the theme that day? Is it sports? Is it movies?
not,
Is it, or is
We're
it
gonna
just
mix a
you'll
little bit
find
of
out?
everything in.
Yeah, he might do some movies, some sports movies, maybe a little bit of music.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
I
That's
know
gonna
you
be a
guys
lot
have
of
a
fun.
lot of golfers up there, so
Yeah,
I've
we
got to do
might.
some
Yeah.
research on some golf trivia.
Yeah.
I
So-
like it. I like it. Yeah.
We'll get some golf questions for your.
And that's
your duffers up
what
there.
day is that? Friday.
Friday,
Friday.
August 16th, 7 p.m.
That'll be a good time.
It's going to be a great time. I'm excited. Like, I like doing stuff like that. I know Teddy does. He lives for that stuff. He works so hard on it, gathering questions and answers. He does a good job, Jenny. I promise
That's
you.
awesome.
You will not.
That's awesome.
You will not be disappointed, Jenny.
Well, so I'll be bartending.
You might need a bar back that night.
I have already got one.
Okay.
I had Zoe this last Saturday.
Zoe.
I don't know her last name. She's the male lady, one of the male girls in Gas City.
Oh, the one. Yeah, we met her.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
her and
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah.
And she did this last Saturday with me, and she did excellent. So she's going to be back for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's
And then I've got-
we had a conversation that night with her
Great
and her
girl.
boyfriend.
Yeah, yeah.
Great girl.
So
Yeah.
a couple days later, I'm like mowing my lawn, just doing lawn work and stuff. She's like walks up and hands me like something, and I go, "Hey, I'm sorry. Do I know you?" She was like, "Yeah, the other night we were all sitting together." I was like, "I'm sorry, but I was hammered." No, but I was kidding, but yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah,
she's a great girl. But she
Yeah.
helped me this last Saturday. and-
Did she?
Yeah.
How'd she do?
Excellent.
Excellent?
I want her back.
Yeah.
I want her back. She said she's going to be back, and as far as I know, she's going to help me on all events.
Okay.
And hopefully, maybe future couple days here and there for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I'm super excited about Zoe. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think all of them are. Yeah. They've all the partners met her and talked to her, and yeah. they like
But you need something like that, right? Something
do.
that takes the pressure off of you.
Yeah. It's a lot about trust,
Yeah.
big time, with, everybody. And Zoe's great, for sure.
So do you consider yourself a mixologist? Because I know that haven't you invented some drinks?
Yeah, I have.
They're good.
They're okay.
They're good.
I've
I
heard
do,
they're
yeah.
good. What's your favorite drink that you've came up with?
The Pink Flamingo, that's a big hit. The Malibu Sunset's coming back, like that one's a big hit. The Pink Flamingo, I'll sell that in the dead of winter, in a blizzard. Men and women
Really?
drink them. That's my number one seller.
She makes a killer Bloody Mary too.
I love Bloody Marys. I love Bloody Marys.
I know you guys do, yeah.
Yeah.
We offer all kinds of things. Bloody Marys, Old Fashions, our signature drinks, our feature drinks, and we have 6 taps now on, or 6 sixtels on tap now,
Okay.
which is great when we only had 2 previously. So that's a new thing. Try to keep track of, you better not run out of Blue Moon
Yeah.
or Tapestry of Obscenity. You gotta stay on top of them too. And then we carry Gas City's Old Misbehavin' and Mayor's Reserve Vanilla Bean,
Yep. Yep.
and the Dude and Tapestry of Obscenity from Bad Dads.
Bad Dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then we do Gumball Head and Blue Moon.
See, I'm a simple guy. I like Coors Light.
I love you.
I like, Corona every once in a while, Modelo every once in a while.
Yeah.
But
We have Coors Light. I don't think I've seen you drink the Coors Light. It's always Modelo.
yeah, it's always whatever you hand me.
Just drink it, Conrad.
Yeah, and I'm not one of those guys where I'm like, no, I will not drink this beer.
And
I
sometimes,
enjoy beer.
yeah, sometimes just drink it.
Yeah.
Really.
And sit back and relax and have a good time.
Yeah.
Enjoy the
Let's,
conversation.
Let's talk about the bourbon.
Oh, the
You guys got-
bourbon.
Yeah, we
the
have
best
some.
stuff up there, don't you?
It's okay.
That's not what I hear.
No, we have the best bourbons. I mean, we really do. So our low-end shelf is, some of them are just as good as top shelf or more, hands down, seriously. And our bourbon steward, Julian Miller, that works for us, he'll back me up on that. He's our bourbon expert, and he's told me that many times. So, again, there's things on that bottom shelf that are just as good as that high premium stuff. But yeah, we have over 160 bourbons and whiskeys, and yeah.
160?
Yeah, well, we have more than that, but yeah, for sure, yeah. We do have your top premiums, we have your mid, and we have your good.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Nice.
And we have very high premiums, and I will go through them and over with you, which I love to do. So does Julian, so.
Do you drink bourbon?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
I haven't drank bourbon since I drank Jim Beam in high school. Don't do that stuff in high school.
No, don't do it, or Jack Daniel's.
Or Seagram's VO or any
We, he orders just, good, he wants good stuff up there,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But I like talking about the top high premiums on the very top
Well-
shelf. That's just a lot of fun because it's a good time talking about them.
But when you talk about them, like, are you going to tell me this was a aged,
Sometimes, yeah.
burnt, smoked
If I know which
barrel?
one it is, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Julian does every time.
Really?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
He'll tell you the cousin of the cousin that.
Do you do the
Yeah.
glass where you, like, burn some wood and smoke the glass? And
I can do that, but I don't know why you're doing upside down.
I
Because
thought you don't do it upside down?
Not the glass. Are you
Not the
doing your
glass?
glass upside down?
I think.
Okay, because I thought you were putting on salt right there.
Oh, that's a margarita.
I know, but I
lady.
thought that's what you looked
No,
like you were
yeah,
doing.
I thought they put the glass upside down. They smoke the inside.
Not to smoke it. You
Oh, no?
keep it up. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, see,
somebody-
that's,
it's
I don't
different.
know shit.
That's when you flipped it upside down. I thought you was
Yeah.
like salt in a margarita rim.
Yeah, no. I love my tequila though.
Yeah.
But anyways, the bourbon, like, are you telling me? So, give me your best bourbon. What do you do to the glass? What do you do to the bourbon?
And there are certain glasses that you put your bourbons in.
Okay.
Yeah. I always clean the glass before I serve it. You want a smaller glass. You want it not too thick, and not too thin either. Neat or not neat with the ice ball. Or I can shake it on ice and then pour it over the ice ball, or not if they just want it cold without the ice ball. But
What started that ice ball? You don't know? Me either. I just seen
it
this-
just, and it like and it's time consuming to make them.
Is it?
Yeah, it's very time consuming. Yes.
Do you have the little? It looks like a brass.
It's reverse osmosis water that we
Okay.
use. RO. I said it right, yeah. Chad, I said it right.
Put it in reverse.
We use that water, and then we freeze them in the silicone. The hard ones at the bottom are better. But then we put it in the freezer. If I get them out before 6 hours, they'll be clear. I can't really measure the time or whatnot because I don't have time.
Yeah.
But if I get them out of there quicker, they'll be clear.
Crystal.
Yeah.
I've
It's
seen-
it's a process. It really is a
Yeah.
process. It's not, I mean, it's not just like, oh, I'm going to go make ice cubes. When you're making it for 100 people for, just for
Yeah.
one night,
Right,
and
yeah.
you staying on top of it, it's busy. It's busy. It'll take me 2 hours when I walk in Wednesday just to fill and refill into ice balls, just ice balls for 2 hours. Yeah.
Give me an example of like a top shelf bourbon, but you can get a taste alike in the bottom shelf. I know that there's a lot of people
You
that
mean
go
the bottom shelf that you get a taste like on the top shelf?
either or. Yeah, what you said.
Yeah. Yeah. My Jack Daniel's bonded, 10-year. My Remus. My Dickel. McKenna. Davies County, Cumberland. Oh, my Breckenridge. I got a whole thing of 7 bottles of Breckenridge. Yeah.
And they all taste like top shelf?
No.
No.
You have to pick which one that would taste like the top
Yeah.
shelf. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Crown Royal is not going to taste like top shelf. Any top shelf we have, Crown Royal's not going to taste like that. Jim Beam is not going to taste like any top
Okay.
shelf I got. No.
Oh, okay.
But the ones I mentioned would
Yeah.
be just like the middle top shelf because I have high premiums on the very, very top shelf. It's kind of conflicting on the top shelf and high premium shelf.
What the hell's the difference between bourbon and whiskey?
At the
Because I don't know. I know that I have some friends that really like Buffalo
the
Trace.
Yeah, and Eagle Rare.
Yeah.
They're okay. I have a lot of things on that shelf that are better and just as good as Buffalo Trace and Eagle Rare. I do.
Okay.
But people are so on that name, that brand. That's all you know. That's all you know. We'll come to the lounge and we'll talk about it, and I'll show you the bourbons up there that are good and better. Yeah. So I've got some 4-gate. A lot of people don't have 4-gate. I've got 5 sitting on the shelf now. I've got your Willet, Frank Sinatra, Jack Daniels, my Schoonovers. We have just a lot of stuff. We do. Booker's,
So many, it's hard to
Noah's
mention.
Mill. Yeah. Oh, I can, if you wanted me to sit
Oh,
here
is-
for another half hour, I could go through order where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely I can. I know
Yeah.
where everything's
That's
at
what-
on that shelf.
That's what I mean. She's so sharp.
Yeah, I mean, that's how good you got to be.
Yeah.
Got the bourbons up there. You don't know what kind of cigar you want, she'll take you back there. She'll
I'll do
show
the best
you.
I can on the cigars. And what I do and how I do it now, when I learned a couple years ago, what you drink, and I'm pairing it with your cigar. Like when you first started coming in, that's my regulars. I know how to pair them now because of my regulars that come in. If they
Okay.
like this certain drink, and if they want a hard smoke or a light smoke, then I can go in there and show you a light smoke or with your bourbon because of that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not that hard, but it's a lot of fun, talking to it and talking to people. And I've introduced them to cigars, and they're coming back, and they're still on that same cigar. And I'm trying to get them to go to another cigar, but
Yeah.
they want to stay with where they're at. But yeah,
You get any interesting people come in and they help you out and school you a little bit?
yes,
Don't-
yes.
do you-
And I'll tell them, man, I just got schooled, and I will admit it, and I love it. Yeah,
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, you know your shit.
You know,
Okay, meet me back in the bar. We'll talk.
I also like when people share knowledge.
Oh, yeah. I have a guy from one of my customers, Mike from Kokomo, and he used to be a cigar shop owner. And his knowledge, and he comes in every Friday afternoon. If I need help, he'll tell me, and he'll sit and he'll talk to them customers for 10, 15 minutes, telling them exactly why, how, and what.
Wow.
And yeah, and he just come in out of the blue. But we have customers like that all the time, and it's nice. We have people from all over the United States come in, truckers and people just passing through, military. It's really nice.
That makes for a fun night when you get somebody you've never seen before and they have an interesting story.
Yep.
Is it?
Yeah, we just had a crew that came in from, they were doing their reserve for Air Force in Ohio, but they came to the lounge and partied that night. And I think there were 6 of them, and they were very, very interesting. Very
I
interesting.
bet.
And they were doing their reserves for the weekend, but I thought that was kind of
Huh.
cool, and just listening to them, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. And Dennis bought them all around, and yeah, it was a lot of fun that night.
Well, see, even that's, I'm sure Dennis probably did that because they're serving our country.
Oh, he always does. If
Yep,
it's
so he-
military,
he will
anything,
take care
does
of it, yep.
it doesn't matter which branch, even if it's the Navy, he will buy you around. No pun intended.
Are you saying that for?
Bob.
Yeah.
But yeah, he will do around for all you guys. Yeah, he appreciates it. He just gave a bunch of cigars to a fellow that came in from the Army, was traveling through, and he gave enough for their whole ceremony that they were doing, graduating the next day.
Wow.
Dosed
Oh.
it, and it was just freaking awesome.
That is
Yeah,
cool as hell.
hundreds of cigars. It was awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, and he's been back a couple times since.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I just, it's a great place, great people, ran by great people.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say that. And they're one of our sponsors. And without you guys, we couldn't do some of the stuff that we do. And we appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We cannot wait for August 16th. It's going to be so much fun. And we want people to show up and show out.
Yeah.
Have a good time. Check out a cool place that you might not have ever been before.
Try a cigar.
Try a cigar.
Yeah.
Try a cigar.
If you smoke cigarettes and obviously you can't smoke cigarettes on the ground, we will give you a cigar to smoke. On the house. Yeah.
Yeah, it lasts a lot
Try
longer
it.
than a
Yeah.
cigarette, too.
Yeah. So,
I'm telling
Give
you.
us a
Sip some
chance.
bourbon,
yeah.
sip, right?
What's that?
Sip it.
Sip it.
Right?
Yeah, I would prefer it, but like I said, it's not a place to go and get drunk.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
But you
It's
know
just-
what?
It's not.
My sip and somebody else's sip is different.
My sip's different than everybody's because I drink. I drink it. I
Yeah.
don't sip it. That's just me. Everybody is different. It's
Yeah.
just the intake of
Yeah.
it. It's just be responsible. Be
Yeah.
responsible. That's the biggest thing.
I promise you will have a good time. You guys come out and visit with us, hang out, have a cigar, have some fun trying to answer Teddy's questions.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jenny, for coming and hanging out.
Thank you.
with
Thank
us.
you for having me.
Oh, it was our pleasure. We cannot wait. August 16th.
August 16th.
And at 7 p.m., Teddy's going to be firing questions. Come
Bring
and check.
lawn chairs.
Yeah, bring lawn chairs. Come check it out, and don't forget to tip the bartenders.
Yeah. Please.
It'll be a great time. See everybody later.
Awesome. Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Good night.
Yeah.